Welcome to World News. Tonight, terror target. The president launches a missile strike on al-Qaeda militants to prevent an imminent attack. An ABC News exclusive. Uh-oh, snow. A massive storm threatens major headaches for millions just ahead of the holidays. Climate control. President Obama brokers an agreement on global warming. Critics say it falls short. And saying farewell to people and a career I have loved.
From ABC News headquarters, this is World News with Charles Gibson.
Good evening. A luxury on the last night of this broadcast. 3 stories that could lead the program. In Copenhagen, President Obama intervened to get a last-minute agreement on global warming. There is a massive winter storm coming to the eastern U.S. But we begin with a U.S. missile strike ordered by the president, which killed dozens of al-Qaeda militants, an action which officials say was necessary to protect American interests. So our chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross, joins us now. Brian? As has been mentioned a time or 6 over the past week, this is my last broadcast in this chair. And it's hard to walk away from what I honestly think is the best job in the world. But my parents taught me you should understay, not overstay, your welcome. And there is so much to do. In the years I have left, I don't want to miss any of it. It has been a privilege and an honor to be here working with reporters, producers, and staff for whom I have unbounded respect. This is for them, as it has been for me, as it was for Frank Reynolds, as it was for Peter Jennings, a labor of love. I thank you for investing trust in us each evening, trust that we will give you as objective and honest a look at the day's news as we possibly can. Objectivity is not universally in favor in our business these days, but it is critically important. It is what we strive for each night. It is my hope that is what you have looked for, and that is what you have found when you come to ABC's World News. You'll find it with my pal Diane Sawyer, who assumes this chair on Monday. I leave with great gratitude for you who watch us each evening and for ABC News, which has been such a wonderful place to work for the past third of a century. I think we have something the producers have put together coming up, but before that, I would simply say that is World News for this Friday. I'm Charlie Gibson, and I hope you've had a good day. I've had so many good days here. For all of us at ABC News, have a great weekend and a joyous holiday season.
Laura and I wish you and Arlene all the very best as you head into retirement. I think you'll find it's not all that bad.
You always told the story just as you saw it. So thank you for all you've given to us, for your dedication to your profession, and for shooting straight with the American people.
Thanks, I think, for asking the tough questions and telling us what we needed to know day in and day out.
Charlie, it will not be the same for the Bushes, having you in our living room, bedroom, wherever, all the time. You deserve the very best because you are the very best.
All those who know you well say that the Charlie Gibson you see on camera is the same person off camera. That's quite a tribute.
Charlie, I've never known whether you are Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, or Vegetarian. And frankly, I'm going to miss you.
And Charlie Gibson, happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then.
And cut.
Charles is a man who every night delivers news of even the most tragic events in a way that makes me feel secure. And Charlie wears a beer helmet.
Fantastic, wonderful career, great achievements. All the best for the future.
I expect to see a lot more of you in the club. We're going to be down there swinging, as always.
News anchors and those who make a difference in our lives never retire. They just take a long commercial break.
I will probably never dance with anyone as smoothly or as lightly or as happily as I did when I danced with you.
Charlie, thank you for taking on the morning so wonderfully way back when.
Charlie Gibson joins us to continue our daily adventure.
His dad came to watch that first show, and I asked him what Charlie was like as a child. He said Charlie was always fascinated with our government, even reading the congressional record at 9 years old.
Charlie, I don't know how to say farewell to you, so I won't. I simply wish you much joy, much happiness, and I send you my love.
You know, if you get a little bored, just give me a call. Maybe you want a couple of cooking lessons.
We love you, Charlie. Cheers.
We both got to this town in 1974. I retired a lot before you did, but I want to tell you something. I've enjoyed everything that you've done. It's been great knowing you.
Charlie Gibson is retiring. Why can't I retire?
Thank you for being such a huge fan of my teammates and myself.
Charlie, this is Jeff Williams, commander of the International Space Station, flying 220 miles overhead. I understand you're looking for work these days. We could use a good plumber up here if you're interested. The hours aren't bad and the view is pretty good as well.
And I want to congratulate you on 20 years with Good Morning America, ABC News, and everything you've done, not just for the people world, but for the animal world.
Believe me, Charlie, there are not many newsmen, not to mention television journalists, who read novels. You are going to be missed.
Hi, Charlie. 3.5 years ago, you interviewed me for 3.5 minutes, and it changed everything for me.
Now I got to figure out what to do when nighttime rolls around and you aren't there.
After over 40 years in television, your absence will leave a gaping hole in our business.
You really have been a great guy and a great competitor night after night.
Charlie Gibson, he's going to retire.
No, he is not.
Say it ain't so, Charlie. Say it ain't so. Charlie, this thing's will fall apart without you.
But you know what?
This is crazy talk.
So long and good luck, Charlie. See y'all real soon.
I know you'll have a great time hanging around the swamp with me and all the other news frogs. And I'll tell you, World News Tonight won't be the same without you, pal. Thanks, Charlie.
Charlie, for decades you've been a consummate journalist and a reassuring presence for millions across America. In a world where news is often grim, we had a lot of good days, and you helped make them a little bit better. So thank you, Charlie, and best of luck.
No hype.
Do you still expect to get health care by the end of the year?
No fear.
Are you sending Iranian weapons to kill Americans?
Saying that lady asking so much tough question.
No compromise. No.
Right straight ahead of you right now is a camera.
Know why it matters to you.
And I just want you to be able to talk to everybody back home.
ABC World News with Diane Sawyer. Starting this Monday on ABC.